Welcome to the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. Kevin O'Rourke alongside the head coach of the Bucks, Jamey Chadwell, as CSU gets set to open up Big South Conference play this Saturday at VMI, and the Bucks will do that at a perfect 6-0 after downing North Greenville 28-14 this past Saturday at Buccaneer Field. And Jamey, kind of a similar formula to what it's been for you guys, running the football and the defense able to make enough plays to get the win.
Yeah, it was a big win. First time being back home. It was a great crowd, and it was a good game. North Greenville did a great job, put some pressure on us, but we responded, in the second half there, and found a way to get it done. Controlled the ball as far as rushing the ball on offense. Really moved the ball well there, and our defense came up with some big plays when we needed to, and kept them out of the end zone. And so we're thankful to be 6-0.
Improved to 6-0, and you move into the national polls, just the second time in school history, 25th in the FCS coaches poll. Did you talk about that at all with the team?
Did not mention it one time, so I'm sure they know, but it's a great accomplishment for them. But that doesn't, what we're trying to accomplish, that doesn't help us get there. That's somebody outside recognizing the program, which is good, but our main focus is on just us and things that we're trying to do. And later on in the year, hopefully we'll be higher and that'll be better.
You mentioned the running game and the defense, but the other storyline, of course, from Saturday, Danny Krogan III getting his first career start at quarterback. And what did you think of the job he did managing the offense?
I thought he was solid. I thought he made some good plays for us in some key situations. There were some times that we missed some things that we probably could open up a little bit more for us, but that was expected. Anytime you go from a backup to starting, it's a big difference. And I thought he handled it pretty well, especially managing the clock, some things that we needed to do to win the game. He was able to do, converted a big fourth down there at the end and got us in some right plays. So I was pretty pleased with his overall production, his output. There's some throws that we'd love for him to have back, and I think he knows he would have, but good thing to build on. And I think he'll be getting more and more comfortable as we continue to progress.
So Charleston Southern able to improve to 6-0 with a 28-14 win over North Greenville. We'll move into some first half highlights as the Bucks returned home off a big win over Appalachian State. First home game in a month, and really great crowd on hand.
It was. I can't say enough about our community, our students. I think it was Faculty Staff Appreciation Day. We had an unbelievable crowd here, and our players noticed it. It was a great environment, great atmosphere, and I'm glad we were able to get a win in front of the home crowd for them.
Matchup of two unbeaten teams, North Greenville, your former program that you were the head coach of from 2009 to 2011, coming in at 4-0, and we knew they could throw the football, and they showed that early on.
They did. They went right down the field. Freddie Martino is a really good player for them, and their quarterback is really good. And they were able to get him the ball in some situations, schemed some things up on us a little bit, and was able to get a touchdown off the opening drive. So obviously we need a better start. Coming out, that's the second time at our home games that we've gave up a touchdown on the first drive. So we've got to get better starts there. We were able to come back and answer here on offense. We got Christian going, got a running game. Danny tried to get him some comfortable throws early on, a couple screens and some quick game to get him comfortable, and was able to convert some third downs and drive and tie the score up on this drive, which was big because we needed to make sure we were able to get the ball in the end zone and answer their score. And you can see us mixed it around pretty good. I thought Danny did a great job on this drive of being calm, and you didn't feel like it was his first game starting. I thought he handled it pretty well, and we were able to punch it in here down on the goal line. Christian taking it in from about 3 yards out.
Christian raised his 5th touchdown of the year, another 100-yard game for him, and just continues to get it done for you guys offensively.
He does. I think you got to give credit to our offensive line. They've done a great job of creating holes, and he does a good job of just finding the cuts and finding where they need to be, and did a good job. But you can see they're driving again. They make a great catch. We fortunately come up with a big sack right here, and James Smith gets a sack, keeps it a field goal, and we do a great job of blocking it. One of many of the day, but that was huge. They get a good drive again, and we're able to stall them and then come back out. Now we start out, and this was probably our worst drive all game. We go 3 and out. We fumble the very first snap, put ourselves in a bad position, and try to make it up. We end up 3rd and long and end up 2 yards short, so we have to punt. And then they go back out and go back to work, with their quarterback and receiver Martino, and did a really good job with it. And they get the ball and drive it again. Thing they were doing something that we've done in the past. They really kept the ball time of possession. Even they've thrown it quite a bit. They milked the clock pretty good, and had us on our heels a little bit. We were able to hold them to another field goal. This time it's short. We push them back, get them in a situation, and they short. So huge. We've avoided 2 field goals there. And we're trying to get the ball back and do something. Christian breaks a great run here, Of course, we'd love for him to be a little step faster so we could get in the end zone, but great run. And then, we try a little slip screen, and they do a great job and put us in another situation where we're backed up. We decide to go for it on a fourth down. We got a great chance of completing the first down here. Guys open on a corner out for us, and they beat our guy off the edge there and was able to get a strip fumble on fourth down. So fortunately, we felt like we could capitalize right there.
Still tied up here in the first half at 7. CSU able to get a drive going toward the end of the half to take the lead back. And what did you think of the job that Danny did handling the offense in his first start?
I thought he did a pretty good job. We end up playing, you're seeing some highlights here, we end up playing Kyle Copeland some too. This is Kyle coming in, and we tried to get Kyle involved a little bit because Kyle's got a good skill set, and he went in and got some reps. But I thought the thing that Danny did, even when we struggled there on the first, I guess probably 3 drives in a row where we struggled a little bit. And but Danny never panicked, and I think our team sensed that. He kept his confidence and was able to find his way. And anytime you're breaking in new quarterbacks that aren't comfortable, you're going to go through some growing pains. And we did that there in those first 3 drives, or 3 drives after the first drive, But I felt like he handled things pretty well. Kyle, we tried to get Kyle some reps in some key situations. We made our mind up we were going to put him in the 4th series no matter what was going on, and let him get some opportunity to play, and he did some decent things, and we're going to get him some more reps this week. You can see here they've got the ball back and they're driving. This is here, late in the second quarter. We do a great job of getting a sack and put them in a situation where they have to try to. I think they tipped another field goal here, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's a punt. I can't remember on this drive here. It's another field goal, and Dylan Black does a great job of getting a good push, get another block. So huge, avoid a chance of them getting points. And then Christian doing what Christian does, breaks a great run. Now here we get a great block by Larry, a wide receiver, and Christian's trucking down the sideline, gets us a chance to get the ball in plus territory, and then we hit Prater, Nathan Prater, a tight end down the middle on a play action. They were heavy towards the run, and get inside the 3-yard line, and Danny takes it in on a little quarterback keeper here to give us a lead right before halftime.
36-yard run by Christian Reyes, Nathan Prater over the middle for 33, and when Reyes pounds it up inside, I guess that opens some things in the passing game.
It does. When we're having success there running the football, they have to put extra hats down there. When that happens, we feel like we got a chance to go over the top, and we've hit some of those, missed some too. We had some opportunities, but that was big for us to get touchdown, get points on the board right there. Here right before the half, they get another good drive. They get a screen pass and do a good job of getting our guys down on the ground, and they're driving inside the 30 with about a minute left, and so they had a couple chances here at the end zone to get the ball in there. Fortunately for us, we kept them out of it. We forced them to throw a couple balls high a little bit, and they have to attempt another field goal, and we had the kicker pretty nervous, obviously, after blocking 2 and missing 1, and then he misses that one right there. And so we go in tied 14, or at the half up 14-7. Not where you wanted to be. You felt like you didn't play your best. We were worried about that coming off the App win. Every time we come off a so-called big win, we've played a team we should beat, and we've not played well the first half or came out the way we wanted to. So we had to regroup at halftime.
Talked a lot about the way this team has found ways to win over the season's first month. You get 2 block kicks in that first half. That's huge.
Oh, big, because they, if they make half of those, it's 14-13, and the game's a different ball game. We're able for our guys to force them to miss those 4 kicks. You can't understate or overstate the importance of those, and those block kicks were big, just for momentum, stopping them, not giving them any momentum, and them still thinking, man, they probably played as good as they felt like they could play in the first half. And we were still up, and so that gave us a lot of confidence going into the locker room.
So CSU up at halftime, 14-7 on North Greenville. We'll step aside and come back with some second half highlights to show you how CSU improved to 6-0. You're watching the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota.
Generously appointed. Jaw-dropping value. Limited number available. Discover it at Hendrick Toyota of North Charleston. Introducing the Hendrick Limited Edition Toyota Camry. Leather, custom alloy wheels. Powerful and efficient. 35 mpgs. Automatic transmission. 10 airbags. Display audio with 6 speakers. And all for $19,990. Plus, double up with 4 years maintenance and receive Hendrick's nationwide lifetime warranty included. The Hendrick Limited Edition Toyota Camry. Race into Hendrick Toyota of North Charleston.
Welcome back to the Jamey Chadwell Show as we take a look at some second half highlights. Charleston Southern taking on North Greenville this past Saturday at Buccaneer Field and able to improve to 6-0 with a 28-14 win, and obviously gave up some yards in the first half, but a couple of blocked field goals. What was the plan defensively, adjusting to what they were doing?
Well, I think we just had to do some things a little bit differently. We played a lot of man in the first half, so we tried to come out in the second half and do a little bit of more mixing some zone and stuff because they schemed us a little bit. And we knew they were going to get some yardage just because of what they do and the type of players they have, but we wanted just to make sure that we attack the quarterback more, and get after him more, and we did that in the second half. You can see we get a good drive starting out, driving down, going in. We're inside the 30 on a first down and put ourselves in a situation to get a chance of getting some points. We get Christian gets us a drive. We're 1st and 10, I think, at the 28, so we're in a good position coming out of the locker room. Put ourselves to where we got a 4th down to try to make a play, and we got the first down, and we just don't get the guys' hands down up there up front. So we feel like we missed an opportunity there. We weren't going to go for a field goal with our kicking situation, what it's been in, and so we decided to go for it on 4th down and wanted to try to make sure that we put some points on board. Didn't work out, but our defense gets a great stop. We get the ball back, and we put Christian back to work, gets us on a 1st down inside the 50, so we're moving the ball again. Danny, runs the ball here a little bit. One thing about Danny, not near as fast, obviously, as Malcolm, but he's hard to tackle. He's a big kid, and when he gets on the perimeter, he's tough to bring down. Alex Cruz has really stepped up the last couple games in the passing game and the running game, and got him involved. He got us a big 1st down there. So we're starting to mix some people in and doing some things. We start pounding it more. Here's Zach Frazier on a nice run to get us inside the 6-yard line. And then we just keep trying to pound it in there, get down to the 2, and then Danny takes it in here on a quarterback keeper. Actually, on this play right here, we totally messed it up, but we're able to get it in. Sometimes luck is better than coaching, and so but we got in there, and it allows our defense. We got us a nice lead. We're up 14. Feel like we got a chance here to really put them away, and then we get a penalty on a 3rd and long that hurts us. They get an automatic 1st down on a pass interference. And then we get them in another 3rd and long here coming up, and they make a great throw and catch over on their sideline to continue the drive. I think that was one of the differences in the game there, because we put them in a good situation here. Eli comes off and makes a great play, puts them in another 3rd and long, but their receiver makes an unbelievable catch. And they're able to get this drive and keep going and score on a screen and go here. They get huge yardage on a bubble screen and go to number 10 or 18. I think he was a freshman receiver that did some good things, and so we feel like we got a chance to put them away, have 2 3rd downs to get the ball back, and they, to their credit, they make some plays and get a touchdown. They're right back in the ball game, and so we need to put together a drive to try to get the momentum back and get the lead, and so we go back to work and start pounding it inside some and letting Danny get on the perimeter and do some things, and felt like we put a good drive together. Go ahead.
This drive taking you early into the 4th quarter, CSU up 21-14 on North Greenville, and drove the ball pretty well all game, but had a couple of drives stall on their end.
Yeah, we had a couple of chances to really hit some home runs that you saw there, and right there was one of the plays. We had a post route wide open, and we're just a little excited there at quarterback, a little jacked up. We get ourselves in a I think we have a penalty on this drive, to where we get ourselves in a long situation. This might be it. Danny goes out for a play. Kyle comes in, and we lose some yardage, so we're in a 3rd and long situation. Danny does a good job of getting this to receiver, and we get a chance to go 4th and 1. And one thing that we've not done all year is turn the ball over. And right there, we got a 1st down. We're going to be 1st and 10 right there inside the 20-yard line, and we fumbled the exchange, which was disappointing. So we give them a chance to get momentum back. It's 21-14. Our defense is right back out there. Now we got to stop them so we don't have a tie football game. And so they go to work. They get the ball. They move up to midfield, and we get them in a situation to where we've got to make a play on 3rd down to try to make something happen. And fortunately for us, we're able to get a stop here. I think their quarterback scrambles around and hurts himself, or it gets a cramp or something on this play right here, so they have to put their backup in on a 3rd and 5, which was an important play. And we're able to get a stop right there, hold him from getting the 1st down. They have to punt, and then we felt like we stopped ourselves the last drive, and we knew we could come down and put a drive together. I think this was a 90-yard drive. They tried to take the ball from us here. It was a little questionable situation. We didn't touch it, but they were trying hard too. Fortunately, the referees did make one good call there. And then Kevin makes a great play on the spin route right here, and thought he was down the sideline. They called him out of bounds. It was a good call, but huge play for us right there, momentum-wise.
Gets him out from back in your own end. 31-yard pass play there to Kevin Glears as CSU takes a 2-possession lead here. And you've been able to hit enough big passing plays so far this season to help you out offensively.
We have, and we felt like this game we had a couple. Here's another one. Fortunately on this one we do end up scoring on this drive, but we had some that really could have been, really put the game away for us, and we missed them for whatever reason. And so, we feel like with the way we're running the ball, that gives us a chance to do some good things. And you can see Danny here really, I think Danny really felt comfortable on this drive and made some really good reads in our run game. He was able to get up the field and get us some big yardage and do some positive. We get ourselves on a 3rd and medium. Ben Robinson gets us to a 4th and short, and we're able to execute on 4th down, do a great job blocking inside and on the perimeter. And Alex Cruz gets us a touchdown there to give us the 14-point lead and puts us in a solid position with about 4 or 5 minutes left in the game to feel like we got a chance to come out here with a win. To their credit, North Greenville, they put a good drive together and start driving around and making some nice throws and plays, and where they put some more pressure on us, where we're going to have to make a play to get off the field.
So Alex Cruz with the 15-yard touchdown on 4th and 1, kind of a carbon copy of that play that clinched the win against App State the week before.
Very similar, very similar. We tried to go back to the well there. It was good for us, and felt like we had an idea of what they were going to do, and they did that, and it worked to perfection for us.
North Greenville able to put together a drive here, trailing 28-14, but the Bucks again bending but not breaking, and that's kind of been a key for your defense so far.
It has. We got a sack there, a sack fumble. We weren't able to jump on it, but we put ourselves in a good position to make them work the clock. And then they got down here where we were inside the 15. They drove the field, and Corbin Jackson makes a great play there on an interception. And then so we get the ball back. Now we just got to run the clock out, very similar to what we've done in the past, and we were able to do that, get the first downs we need, and get in that victory formation, which is the best formation in football. And 6-0, not pretty, but we're going to take it every week.
Mentioned the defense. Gave up yardage again, but continue to force pressure. 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. How much do you think Chad Staggs and his mentality on defense has kind of fed the guys in that department?
I think it's been huge. We try to be aggressive. We try to be want to attack, and our guys have done that. Anytime you can get 5 sacks, no matter who you're playing, that's a good day, and force that many tackles for loss. And obviously they did get a lot of yards, but the only thing that we concern ourselves with is how many points are they scoring on those yards. They can have all the yards they want, but if they're not getting touchdowns, that helps us. And so that's what we feel like has been important is the last couple of weeks these people have put some yards on us, but they're not scoring as many points as they would hope. And that gives us a chance to win games, and that's exactly what happened Saturday. They moved up and down the field, but when they needed to get points on the board, our defense found a way to stop them. And I think that was the key to the game, and we finally got some things going there in the second half where I think we had 4 drives in the second half, and we had we had a fumble, 1 stop on 4th down, and 2 touchdowns. So we felt like we had good momentum going there in the second half offensively.
So Charleston Southern moves to 6-0 with a 28-14 win over North Greenville. We'll step aside and come back and preview this week's Big South opener at VMI. You're watching the Jamey Chadwell Show presented by Hendrick Toyota.
Generously appointed. Jaw-dropping value. Limited number available. Discover it at Hendrick Toyota of North Charleston. Introducing the Hendrick Limited Edition Toyota Camry. Leather, custom alloy wheels. Powerful and efficient. 35 mpgs. Automatic transmission. 10 airbags. Display audio with 6 speakers. And all for $19,990. Plus, double up with 4 years maintenance and receive Hendrick's nationwide lifetime warranty included. The Hendrick Limited Edition Toyota Camry. Race into Hendrick Toyota of North Charleston.
Welcome back to the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. CSU at 6-0 and ranked number 25th in the country in the FCS Coaches Poll, opening up Big South play this Saturday at VMI. And Jamey, obviously the 6-0 start, you love that, but kind of the start of a new season this week. What's it been like the team's mentality going into VMI?
I think it's been good. I think they understand that your sort of preseason's over because the records don't matter once you get into conference. That everybody's starting out with the same record, and we've had a really good focus so far this week of what we're trying to accomplish. Anytime, told the team Monday, anytime you go on the road, no matter where you're going, no matter what record a team has, it's tough in your conference, it's tough in the league. And so we have to go up there and play our very best to come out with a victory, and that's what we talked to our guys about, and they understand that. I've been to VMI as a player and a coach several times, and to come out with some wins sometimes, come out with some losses, and it's always been a tough game and a hard-fought game. And I know Coach Woods will have his team guys prepared because they're going to tell them the same thing. Hey guys, it's conference. It don't matter. Nothing matters up to this point. And so whether you're 6-0 or 1-5, everybody has a chance now. And so we got to take that mentality that we're starting over and we got to come play our best.
VMI under their head coach Sparky Woods comes in at 1-4. Bye week last week, double overtime loss the week before to Robert Morris. What stands out about them?
I tell you what they do. They do a good job. They're not fancy with what they try to do, but they're good at what they are. On offense, they're going to be a zone team and throw the ball. Don't try to do a lot of bells and whistles, but they're going to try to out-execute you defensively. The same thing. They're going to play their defense, play their gaps, and let those guys be good at what they do. And the challenge it presents us is we've seen their type of offense, their type of defense probably over the last 2 or 3 weeks consistently. And so they've seen how we've tried to attack it and things that we've tried to do to it. And so they're going to have especially coming off an off week, they're going to have a good opportunity to really try to scheme us up in what we do. So we have to be above and beyond what we've done execution-wise to go up there and be able to come out with a victory because they're going to understand what we're trying to do, and having that extra time is going to be beneficial to them. So we've got to make sure we're sharp going up there and do the things that we're capable of.
For you offensively, Danny Krogan makes his second start. What are you looking from him week 1 to week 2?
Well, you hope he improves in some of the things that he didn't do as well as in the game. I think the challenge for him, he got that first game, starter butterflies off. Now you're on the road. That's a different dynamic. Now you're in it. Now you're in a hostile environment as a starter. And so the thing that he's got to continue to do is continue to be himself. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to do things that he's not capable of. Just what we're asking him to do it the best of his ability. If he'll do that and let the players around him perform, we'll be fine. Because I feel like he's done a great job of handling situations. The situation's not been too big for him. And if he'll just keep that even keel, I think he'll go up and I think he'll perform very well this week.
So CSU heads up to Lexington, Virginia to take on VMI this Saturday. Kickoff at 1:30. For Jamey Chadwell, my name is Kevin O'Rourke. Thanks for watching the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota.